Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I installed my beautiful headset here using this cheap tool that you can make at home. So we've got the headset stuff over here, and first thing I need to do is press the cups into the head tube itself. Now, I don't want to spend over $100 on a headset press, so I found a great video by RJ the Bike Guy, I'll link that in the description, on how to make your own headset press. So what I've got here is a really long threaded rod, a bunch of really wide washers that will press onto the cups, and then some smaller intermediary washers, and then nuts. So the nuts will go on and squeeze the washers together, and then one by one I'll press the cups into the head tube. So first thing I'm going to do is kind of measure and cut this threaded rod down a little bit. Right about there, looks good. Cover the rod here. Eye protection, ear protection, and a grinder. If you don't have access to a grinder, you can do just fine with a hacksaw, or you can just leave the rod extra long. Now the nut goes on easy. The order this goes, we take a smaller washer, and a nylon one, and then two of the big ones. Got some biodegradable grease, and the top cup. Put some grease up here, put that in, get some on the cup. So we've got the tools set up. The cup here looks pretty straight, and I've got a wrench. So we're gonna start pressing and see how this goes. Oh, that's right. Ha! We need 2 wrenches. Oops. Okay, so we haven't gotten very far here, but it already looks a little bit crooked to me. We're gonna see if we can maybe just put some pressure on this side and hope we can straighten it out before we go deeper. There we go. All I'm doing is putting leverage on the wrench here, and I only have the washer on one side, and it's definitely helping. Let's loosen it up and see if we can't keep going. It does take a decent amount of force to press this thing in. It almost looks like it wants to go the other way now, so I'm going to move my hand. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good. Once you get it started, it seems like it tracks pretty well. I'm honestly not sure how tight you're supposed to do it, but it's looking flush all the way around there. All right, we're gonna go for the second one here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna flip the bike frame around. I think this will make it a bit easier. That feels pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna work with the fork here. We've got the crown race, which needs to go, see the steerer tube gets a little bit wider at the end, and we need to press that down. Now again, there's a specialty tool for this, but good old RJ the Bike Guy shows you how to make one of these. This is 1.25" PVC pipe that I just had laying around. I'm gonna try and clean up this edge here so that it's a little bit flatter. And then I just picked up a cap for it. And all I'm gonna do, slide that over top, and then with a mallet, pound on the edge here. I forgot to plug in the microphone for this clip, but basically what I'm doing is using a hose clamp as a guide for this cut so that I get something that's pretty flush. So after I did that, you can see this part of the hose clamp was kind of obstructing the saw slightly as it got down here, which made for a little bit of an uneven cut. So my solution was just to loosen the hose clamp ever so slightly and then rotate it and then clamp it back down and then use a file to even it off. All right, so I'm ready to go here. I put a little bit of grease on both of these surfaces. Just gonna seat that on, make sure it looks pretty straight. Slide this on. Now, I'm not gonna put this on the ground and hit it because I don't want to damage the dropouts here. So I'm just gonna hold it like this, get a mallet, and see how it goes. Back inside here, ready to put the fork on. So I think I've developed a goal for this video, and that is by the end to have a bike that I can sit on and roll. So moving on with this, we've got the top bearing kind of popped back in. I'm not going to take that out again. We've got the bottom one right here. I'm going to press this up in. Little blue thing was inside here. I don't actually know if I need to keep that on. We'll look that up. The cap there. Look at that. Throw in a couple spacers. Slide this stem on. Hey, handlebars, huh? Alright, well, let's throw a seat post and the wheels on and go push around outside. Move the seat onto this seat post. Grease up the seat tube here. Hey, it looks like a bike, huh? Let's go take it outside. Look at that. She's a beaut already. Now, seems like the next logical step would be to cut the steer tube down, right? However, we're gonna wait on that until I actually have pedals, because otherwise I'm not really gonna be able to get an accurate feel for how high I actually want that steer tube to be. So, in the next video, we are going to work on the drivetrain.